If you own investment properties, I'm going to show you here in a minute why it might be the best time for you to cash out right now and get top dollar for your properties. Now, we know it's been a really difficult year for landlords. A lot of tenants are paying late, or they're behind on payments, or they've stopped paying altogether because they're aware that the eviction moratorium makes it illegal, impossible for landlords to evict them. So many landlords, as a result, have been left underwater on their properties. Unfortunately, they're even possibly at risk of foreclosure here as early as July 1st, maybe January 1st of next year. Or if they're not underwater, they may just be fed up with the whole landlord process, having to deal with late payments, delinquent tenants, and everything. The good news is, if you're in this situation as an investor, if you're looking to get out of the investment game and just kind of divest, cash out your properties, now is probably the best time ever historically to sell any property, and specifically multifamily properties have gotten a lot of interest lately. So what we've been seeing in the single family market is buyers willing to pay 10, 20, 30% over list price, even when the list price is right where the comps are, a fair price. They're waiving contingencies like inspections, or at least not asking for repairs. They're even willing to pay over appraised value cash. So they're paying more than the property is worth on purpose just to get their offer accepted, because there's multiple offers on basically every listing. So as we've seen that in the single family market, we've seen a lot of those buyers get frustrated with their search. They're starting to look at multifamily opportunities in the same areas. They still want to live in the same place that they've been looking before, but they've been priced out or just been unable to win in multiple offers for other terms and other reasons with the single family market. We've seen more and more of those single family buyers come into the multifamily market and do the same things, bidding over list price, waiving contingencies, doing whatever it takes to get their offer accepted. And we're seeing multiple offers on a lot of these investment properties. Not as much from savvy serial investors who understand that we're probably at a peak in values right now. So a lot of investors, although there is always opportunity to make a good buy in any market, right now there's very few good opportunities out there for your serious investor that's done this before. But for the folks that are just looking for a place to live, wouldn't mind living in one unit and then renting out the other units to offset their mortgage, those people are what we're really seeing more and more in the multifamily market. Those people are willing to pay a premium above what we would typically see as market value for these multifamily listings because they need a place to live. They're tired of looking and they just want to try to offset their costs. They're not looking at cap rates. They're not really digging into the financials as much. They're just trying to figure out, how can I live in this area for as cheap as possible? So this is becoming more and more common. So again, the good news, if you are underwater on your investment properties, if you're looking at foreclosure coming up soon, unfortunately, probably due in no fault to your own, just because of the pandemic and job loss and the foreclosure, or rather the eviction moratorium. The foreclosures are starting to come even down to investors like you as well. So the good news again is that the market is really hot, generally speaking, but we're seeing those single family buyers come over to the multifamily market. So if you are interested in divesting, cashing out on your investment properties, take advantage of the market right now. Go ahead and click on the link, patrickgrosser.com/sell. Now there's nothing being sold there. We're not going to ask for your contact information or anything. It's an educational video that we put together to walk you through the process of how we help our seller clients to get top dollar for their homes, not only by broadcast marketing to the general public, but also doing extensive demographic research to figure out what types of people would be most willing to buy your specific properties based on their location and their features, and how can we match those up with the people that are willing to pay a premium, oftentimes over market value for your home, give you the best terms like no closing costs, no repairs, ideal closing date, so you can take advantage of the market regardless of whether you're at risk of foreclosure or you just went out of the landlord business. Now is historically probably the best time ever to take advantage of the market and get top dollar, squeeze every single penny out of the sale of your property. So again, if you'd like to learn how that process works, we call it target marketing. You can check it out there, patrickgrosser.com/sell. I hope this information has been helpful to you. If you'd like to see more information like this in the future, buyer, seller, investor tips for the Cincinnati real estate market, we do 2 or 3 videos a week on this. Go ahead and hit the like button. Let Facebook know you'd like to see more information like this in the future. You can also follow our business page, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. And you can go through our Facebook business page timeline and playlist to look at videos we've done in the past, or you can jump over to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Patrick Grosser Cincinnati Realtor. And by the way, if you have any specific questions you'd like answered in this video format, or if you have any topics you'd like for us to cover we haven't done quite yet, go ahead and drop those in the comments. That'll help us educate you, of course, but also there's other folks in our audience here that probably have the same questions, probably have interest in the same topics, so that would actually help us educate them as well. So we appreciate you. Go ahead and drop those questions and those topics in the comments for us. I'm Patrick Grosser, and thanks for watching.